catch and fire. It's on the... Ah! He made it! Oh my God! Wow!
Hello and welcome inside Platte Arena. I'm Ryan Lockhart, joined with my good friend and colleague here, Abdul Kumar. Abdul, welcome to the broadcast.
Happy Halloween, Ryan. Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
You know, we got a little Halloween candy here, courtesy of our, courteous staff and welcome behind us here.
Of course.
But Abdul, it's snowing outside on Halloween night here.
Hey, man, listen, it's in Indiana, man. You get all 4 seasons one day now, one day. Not a week, but a day.
Now, I'm not sure if the Hilltoppers brought it with them, Abdul, but they were about a half hour late, citing some, vehicle issues. But they're here. We're a couple minutes from tip-off, and I'm ready for basketball. I don't know about you.
Hey, man, I'm here for a great game. I'm looking for a competition. Let's get it started,
Abdul, Huntington comes into this one, their first game of the season. The Hilltoppers on the other end, they're 0-2 this season, though. We'll see if they can pull up the W tonight. But, Abdul, before we get started, I got to ask you the question. It's a tough one. I know it is.
Okay.
What do the Forsters need to do this season to be successful? They were 16-15 last year. How do you build on that?
Well, honestly, 16-15 last year, great record. But, it could always be better, of course. Forsters, they're already looking great already, for sure. They gotta focus on their key players. Middleworth, as well, is one of the great key players that they have this year. He had 31 points last season. He's a great player. I think if they work on their passing as well, they keep with the communication, they're gonna be unstoppable. I can't blame them.
Yeah, Caleb Middlesworth, 31 games he started last year. We're gonna hit on him a little bit later in our pregame show here. But Abdul, the Hilltoppers coming into this, how do you kind of go after the Forsters? Is there a weakness? What's the advantage here for the Hilltoppers?
Man, for the Hilltoppers, you got to come out strong. You got to come out swinging. You got to come out with force. You can't let the Forsters get a hold or understand your game, because the minute they understand it, they're going to capitalize on you. So come on now, that's what they got to do.
Abdul, Ty Platt once again on the sidelines here for the Forsters. He's in his 12th season this year, taking over from his dad, Steve Platt. Steve, of course, setting up here in the stands. And, Steve still comes around to practice a little bit, but Ty, a very accredited coach, I would say.
Sure.
He's had 8 winning seasons out of his 12. He averages 17 wins a season, Abdul, and he's got 3 years of 20 wins or more. So I think Ty Platt, he's ready for another season, but I think for him it's going to be kind of a somber season, as it's the last one he'll coach Connor, his son, in.
Yeah. I mean, as a coach coaching your son, you could always expect your son to be great. You always push him harder. And last season, it could always be a little bit emotional. But, like this being the last season, they have a great roster. They have a great team. So we'll see what they can pull out this season.
Now we're going to tell you who our player of the game to watch is after the first media timeout. But right now, we got the starting lineups on the national anthem coming up. He's Abdul Kumar. I'm Ryan Lockhart, and this is FDN Sports. Don't go anywhere.
The biggest thing that has shocked me about the program is the appeal the program has across the country. We recruit kids and get kids from all over. We've had kids from Florida, Maryland, Hawaii, California, Washington. We've got several recruits coming up from Texas and Louisiana. Men's team, women's team, it doesn't matter. Everybody is really a close-knit type group. If they do fall behind in classes, they absolutely have to come to us, find them tutors, we'll find somebody on the team that can help them with classes, and we will make any and all necessary things and adjustments for them to catch up on their studies. Any player that's gone through this program in the past is just as much part of our family group now as they were when they bowled. And that's something that's really special and different about our program from a lot of other programs.
home run for right fielder Adrian Perez.
Perez started playing baseball at a young age, where he fell in love with the sport. Then, when he made it to high school, everything changed.
When I was a junior, this
Hello and welcome back inside Platt Arena. Once again, Ryan Lockhart joined here by Abdul Kamara for the tip-off, the opening game here inside Platt Arena for men's basketball. It's going to be our Huntington Forsters, the home team, taking on the visiting Ohio-Chillicothe. Abdul first for the visiting Hilltoppers. Go through the starting lineup for us.
So for number one, we have KJ McKinney, guard. AJ Upton, guard. L2, Eric Thurman. And we have Gabe O'Deal, Hayden Minnick, Devin Carter, Dante Pulak, Sean Spencer, LT Menard, and that's all.
Abdul for the home Forsters, the starting lineup you're going to see tonight. Senior number 31 at forward, Andrew Yoder. Yoder from Westview High School. Number 23, sophomore, Spencer Ballinger. He's a forward from Oak Hill. Number 20, White Hughes, the forward from Peru, Indiana. He gets the start tonight. Number 4, Caleb Middlesworth, the sophomore from Oak Hill as well, coming in at 6'8". He'll get a start tonight. And number 3, Connor Platt, the senior, the coach's son, and one of the big leaders of this team, rounding out the starting five. Platt from right here, Huntington North High School. Abdul coming into this one, Connor Platt, Middlesworth, those are kind of guys' names you know from the Forsters. What are some guys on the team, you know, maybe underclassmen or just anybody on the team you're looking to stand out this season?
Well, honestly, I got to say, Ryan, I'm looking at Lou here. Lewis Wang. He's an incoming junior from Maine. I'm expecting a really good game from him, you know. He was very promising in his scrimmages they had going on last week. So I'm looking at a good game from him. Of course, Spencer, of course, is another one I'm looking at. He was also a really short one last year, you know. He did what he had to do, but we'll see what happens now this season. I got to say, they have a really good roster this year. Forsters they're looking on top, so we'll see what happens. I don't want to speak too soon. You know, we're early in the season now. Still 0-0.
Abdul, as we get ready for tip-off here, the visiting Hilltoppers and black unis with gray numbers, and looks like a little camouflage running down the side.
Tell me about it. I mean, hey, I like the colors, though. Hilltoppers definitely got a nice uniform.
Opening tip here, Ballinger can't win it. The Forsters and their home whites, green numbers and green letters.
Forsters doing a great job of staying on top of their players here. Keeping everybody on the outside, it seems like.
Thurman driving inside on Yoder. Lobs up a shot. Can't get nothing there. That one gets tipped back and forth, and they're going to call it Forster ball, Abdul.
I got to say, that one looked a little bit lucky. Forster's got to grab these rebounds here, Ryan.
Abdul, one change in the lineup. White Hughes not starting. Lewis Wang, the transfer, instead starting. Ballinger from the short corner. That one's in and out.
Got to give it to him, though. That was a great look. That's what they need to keep doing, you know.
McKinney on the rebound for the Hilltoppers. Lewis Wayne donning the 22 this season. Yoder gets his hand in there, not enough to really disrupt it, though. And now Yoder steals the ball away.
Man.
Early turnover.
McKinney kind of lost his place in there. I think he was trying to go for a pass, but great defense by the Forsters.
Connor Platt to Wang, over to Yoder, right side of the floor, shots up and good. The first basket of the year, a three-pointer for the Foresters.
Got to give it to him on that. Great look there, great pass, and that's what you got to do for the Foresters, man.
And Abdul, nothing better than a senior for this team. You know, whoever it was going to be, but a senior on this team being the first one to get the points of the season.
Hey, listen, you look to your seniors to, you know, really set the pace for the team, you know. If they're not a leader, they're a senior. That's what I'm saying.
Mink looking for help. He finds Carter. Carter now trying to drive on Middlesworth. Middlesworth gets him stuck in the corner, though. Shot clock's gonna expire as McKinney threw up a shot there.
Hey, you gotta give it to him. Like, Forster's playing great defense. I don't think he had any other choice.
3-0, the early lead here. Ballinger donning the headband this year. Abdul, I don't believe we saw that last year.
Without a doubt. Listen, I'm telling you guys, Ballinger's coming in different this year.
Platt, a three-pointer. That's good. The seniors go back-to-back. Connor Platt and
shot.
Andrew Yoder. And it's 6-0 in favor of HU.
Like you said, Ryan, when your seniors are able to set the pace for the team and keep it going, you expect nothing but greatness for the whole lineup.
Mink trying to drive around Wang. He does there. Goes into Ballinger and gets the bucket.
It's a great layup there by the Hilltoppers.
Abdul, this Forster offense hasn't really looked inside. Been a lot of outside stuff. Yoder comes up for that ball, finds it, and finds an open lane for two more. HU is rolling.
You spoke a little bit too soon there, Ryan.
8-2 the score right now. Mink driving. Dishes it off to Odell. Gabe Odell now gives it up, far side of the floor. Thurman with it. He's trying to spin on Ballinger. He'll kick out to Carter. Carter gets a step on Middlesworth, and that's all he needed. He gets the bucket.
You got to give it to Hilltoppers there. They're trying to come back now.
Abdul, this Forster team with the shooters they got, never a team you want to go down on. Huntington looks inside, kicks back outside. Yoder the three, too strong.
Hilltoppers here now trying to slow it down. Mink, see what he can do with the ball now.
Mink driving on Wing. Back to Carter to Thurman. Back to Mink, the ball finds him. Quite a few passes from the Hilltoppers, but HU just not allowing any open, alleys or anything. Three-pointer here, that was deep, and that was good by Thurman.
Beautiful, beautiful job there by Thurman, and just control the team, control the pace. Great way to get that bucket.
Thurman makes this a one-point ball game right now. Middlesworth from the corner. That's up and no good. Finds his own rebound, though.
Beautiful pass there by Lewis Wang.
Yoder thought about it. He'll drive baseline and kick to Wang. HU looking for something. They find Platt, and Platt finds the bottom of the basket.
Push the button. Forsters are shooting automatic right now.
The seniors are hot for HU. This whole team is hot right now for HU, Abdul. 11-7, the Forsters are up. 15-35 in this one. Mink in the corner. He'll go baseline. The spin.
Beautiful, beautiful spin move there by Mink. Man, Ryan, that was a great drive into the bucket.
Abdul, that almost looks as good as my spin move on you in intramurals.
We'll see there, Ryan. We'll see.
Connor Platt now pulling the trigger from deep, and it goes in.
Hey, Platt having a great season so far this year. I got to give it to him, man. This shot's on something. It's on another level.
Connor Platt feeling it right now, Abdul. He's got 9.
Mink now coming up with the ball.
Mink tries to drive far side. Nothing there. He'll feed it out to Carter. McKinney with it. Big size disadvantage here for the Hilltoppers. McKinney and Middlesworth. Middlesworth a big 6'8", but McKinney gets that rebound over Wang.
Great rebound there by McKinney. Mink now holding the ball at top.
Abdul, there was a screen up top on the key. Mink takes a shot here. That's good. And the Hilltoppers are not backing down from HU.
Ooh, that was in the face of Middlesworth, man. That was a shot.
14-12, Huntington leads this. Abdul, we talked about how hot Huntington is. The Hilltoppers right there. Yoder, dicey pass inside. Platt gets a three-pointer. That's no good. Middlesworth the punch out.
Beautiful, beautiful. Forsters now trying to slow the ball down a little bit as they almost gave up that possession.
Weighing out to Yoder on the block. The three-pointer's up and good.
Yoder doing his thing. Yoder. Woo!
Huntington 5 for 8 from deep right now. Abdul, it might be cold outside, but it is hot in here.
You're not lying there, Ryan.
McKinney The pullback there, no good.
McKinney having an off night, it seems like tonight, man. Just the shots aren't falling for him. But he's getting great looks.
Abdul, the Hilltoppers didn't show up here till about 7 o'clock. Said they had some bus troubles. Interesting to see how well they played here early on, though. Ballinger going inside. He can't get his to fall, but the putback is up and good by Spencer.
Got to give it to him there, man. Great way to get that rebound. Stay focused. Stay hungry.
19-12 the lead right now in favor of Huntington. 13-10 left here. And Abdul, we've had no stoppage of play so far. McKinney going inside. That one's going to be on Middlesworth. That's our first foul of the night and of the season.
Man, you must be a mind reader.
And Abdul, that is going to be our first TV timeout of the ball game. Abdul, we're going to stay right here so we can introduce you to who's going to be our player to watch for this game.
For sure.
And you know, Connor Platt probably would have been our easy choice. 9 points right now. Platt's on fire. Caleb Middlesworth, though, is the guy we're looking at our player to watch. Abdul, go through some of his stats.
Well, he gets at least 15 points per game. It's a beautiful, beautiful wrist there. I got to give it to him. He has 20 blocks. Middlesworth, unfortunately, not able to block as much here. He has 19 assists, and, of course, he gets a great 4.6 rebound coverage.
Abdul, Middlesworth on the season shooting 50%. This was last season, I should say, not this season. It's the first game of the year. But Middlesworth shot 50% from the field last year, 43% from deep, and 80% at the free throw line. And Abdul, as a freshman, he started all 31 games. Mention, you see the fun fact, the fast fact there. Last year, Middlesworth was the Crossroads League Freshman of the Year. The first one in Ty Platt's tenure here. Middlesworth definitely a special player.
Got to give it to him. Got to give it to him, you know. Like I said, Forces have a great lineup this season. So we'll see what they can do. Of course, Middlesworth last season, as you said, his success. We'll see what he can do this season as well.
Abdul, some subs here. We see number 33, Clyde Keary, check into the game for Huntington. Drew Carter going right into him. He can't get that to fall.
Great defense there by Clyde. I got to give it to him. Way to not, force the man, but just keep his hands open.
Another sub that come in, number 21, the man that brought the ball up for Huntington, Keegan Fetters. Fetters, a sophomore from Auburn, Indiana. Connor Platt, he'll get a three-pointer look. That one's no good off the iron. Yoder the rebound, though. Huntington doing a good job on the boards tonight.
I got to give it to him, man. They're really winning these rebounds. There it is. There it is. Yoder doing his thing. Three-point shot, Yoder.
Three-pointer up and good by Yoder there. Abdul, he's having himself quite the game right now.
I mean, Hilltoppers almost kind of confused. They're trying to do something there, but they don't know what to do. Foresters keep them on the outside. I can't even blame them.
Abdul, 11 points right now for Yoder. He leads the team. Connor Platt right on his heels, though, with 9. The seniors coming out in their first game. Three-pointer up, no good there, off the glass.
That was some great defense there.
We're going to get a foul here. That's going to be on number 3 for the Hilltoppers. That is LT Maynard, Maynard, a freshman from Portsmouth West. Yoder thought about the 3, and Abdul, with how hot he's been, I don't see why he almost didn't pull it. Now he does. That one's no good, though.
Hey, sometimes the shooters got to shoot, but shooters got to know when to shoot.
Abdul, I'll probably take blame for that. I probably jinxed it. I called the first one. That one's on me. Minix, though, on the other end. That's up and good.
Beautiful shot there by Hilltoppers. Great defense by Keegan, but just not able to get there right away.
Makes us now a 7-point ball game.
Coach Forrester's doing a great job of using their passing here. I love it.
Huntington swinging around the three-point line. They find.
And that's how they do it, man. It's the passing game. You move the ball around. The ball moves faster than players. I'm not sure if you knew.
Connor Platt, the three-pointer there from the corner. Thurman thought about the inside look there. 11 on the clock. Carter takes a 3. Up and no good. Connor Platt skying for that rebound.
He wanted that one. Ooh. Oh, that was a close pass there by Keegan.
Clyde in the middle. You see Huntington kind of moving the ball around, not necessarily looking for him. Platt down low had a look. They kick it back out, 10 on the clock. Platt looking for some help. Looked like he wanted it. Keegan Fetters is going to drive. Yoder, he's going to have to lob something up here. That one off the rim. And Middlesworth can't get a hand on it. It's going to be Maynard with the rebound.
Got to give it to him, though. That was a great shot there by Yoder. He almost had it. Hilltoppers here now bringing it up once again. Again, trying to look to get inside, but just keeping the ball outside. Got lucky there. That could have been a bad possession.
Thurman able to corral that bad pass there. Now he'll shoot a three-pointer. And Abdul, he's been the hot man.
Listen.
Right now, he's got 6 points.
When you're the only junior on your team, what you got to do, man, you got to lead the team, you know?
Connor Platt, he wants a three-pointer of his own, and he'll get it there. That's 15 points for Connor Platt right now.
15? Oh, no. It's only first quarter.
I wouldn't lie to you, Abdul. I wouldn't. Yoder right behind him with 11 points. Abdul, these two hot right now.
Yeah, they're doing what they got to do. They're definitely starting the season off right. That was a great defensive block there.
Minnick's three-pointer no good. Carter able to disrupt the rebound. Connor Platt ends up with the ball anyway. Fetters back over to Yoder. Yoder the three. In and out there.
Pass there by Fetters. I got to give it to him. Hilltop, yeah. Looked like Thurman was looking for the call on that one, but Fresh didn't give it to him.
Abdul, got to give a quick shout out. Our FDN sports director from last year, Bray Snyder, currently watching the game. Thank you, Bray, for tuning into the game. We know he's off to some big stuff right now, working at Channel 15 Wayne in Fort Wayne. Now Clyde goes into the hole. He'll go to the bucket.
There we go. Clyde doing his thing, man. Biggest man on the court. Got to push and shove, man. Bump and grind.
No and one. They're going to say it was on the floor. Abdul, I thought he was going to the line for and one there. Excuse me on that.
You and me both.
I would have gave him the and one.
Hey, it is what it is. Had a quick substitution in there.
Wang back in the game here.
For Yoder.
Yoder and Platt just making it look too easy right now for Huntington.
Like I said, man, if you're not a leader, you're a senior. And most of the time, they're both.
Wang gonna get called for a foul here. Student section not liking that. Ballinger checks back into the ball game. He's going to come in from Middlesworth. Clyde takes a seat in the first minutes of the night for Big Country, number 20, Wyatt Hughes. We also see for the Hilltoppers, Mink's going to take a seat. Number 2, A.J. Upton. Guard from Philip Barber, he comes into the ball game. Odell with the ball here, spin on Wang. Wang not giving up though.
Oh, doing a great job of keeping on the ball.
Abdul, great perimeter defense here by Wang. Keeping his hands back. Maynard to the corner now. Shot clock expires.
Run out the clock. I got to clap for that one. You know, I'm on the mic, so I'm gonna relax.
Abdul, great defensive possession by the Forcers right there. What'd you like about their defense?
Hey, they're keeping the Hilltoppers on the perimeter, and that's perfect. Don't let them come in. Why do you want them to come in? Nah, keep them outside. You know, let them shoot. They got to work for their points.
30-18, the score right now of the game. Under 8 minutes to go here. Wang with it up top.
Back to Fetters. Oh. Now to
low
Platt.
pass there, back to Wang, the ball finds him. Fetters to Platt, and they're going to call Platt for a travel, an extra step there.
All right.
Abdul, we're going to take another media timeout here under 8 minutes. We're going to go ahead and take you with them 30-18. 7:46 on the clock. This is HU men's basketball on FDN Sports. welcome back here inside Platt Arena. Abdul, under 8 media timeout here. Little stat update. Go ahead and run us through it.
So, of course, for the Hilltoppers now, we have Thurman leading his team with total – oh, not leading his team, actually. It's Mink leading his team in total points, and we have Thurman right behind him there. And, of course, and, of course, for the Foresters, we have now Connor Platt with 15 points total and Yoder with 11. Doing a great job here to keep the game going.
Carter, the little fadeaway there. Hughes, great defense right on top of him. What a spin by Wang. He's controlling it. Ballinger inside. Boom, bang. The Foresters are going.
And that's how you do it there, Ryan. That's how you do it there. Got to give it to him here. As you see this beautiful fast break, that beautiful spin move, and the pass deep inside, of course, right to Ballinger.
Upton shot no good there. Fetters the rebound. He's looking to push the ball here. And he'll give it up to Wang here.
Wang doing a great job controlling the team. You know, just the transfer first year playing for the Foresters. Love the chemistry with the team.
Inside to White. Hughes, he gets his first points of the season. Huntington, everything is looking good for them right now, Abdul. Abdul, is there a weakness you've seen from Huntington so far in this ballgame?
Honestly, Ryan, I can't say there is. And you know, I would have told you if there was. But hey, I love what I'm seeing from them. They got the passing game. They got the chemistry. Let's keep it up, guys.
Maynard right into the heart of the defense there and gets that bucket to fall. Ballinger charging to the hole. A big slam. And he's going to get the and one. Wow, Abdul, the crowd is up. Everybody is up.
You know what it is now.
Woo-wee. Connor Platt's all over him.
The game just started. Come on now. Come on now.
Oh, my, Abdul.
Listen, what did I tell you, man? He's coming in different this year, man. He's not the same guy. He's not the same guy that came in.
Abdul, you saw the replay there. I've heard quite a few guys, around the team say Ballinger is the most improved player on this team, through the offseason. I was a little skeptical of it because I think there's a lot of hard workers on this team. Not that I doubted Ballinger, I'll say.
Of course.
But there's just a lot of hard workers. But, Ballinger doing stuff like that, I don't think he dunked last year. Hey, I will buy in. I will push my chips all in on this one.
I'll push him with you.
We're going to get a foul called here on Middlesworth. That's going to be number 2 on him.
Now, Mink now coming in for Maynard.
Maynard going to take a seat here. He had the big bucket just a minute ago. Upton getting Platt to jump there off the opposite side of the rim, and it falls in there. Nice look by him. 37-22, HU up.
Upton doing a great job there for the Hilltoppers to get that point.
Wang thought about the 3. He'll drive inside. He'll find some room, and he'll find the bucket there. Man. Give Wang 2 more.
Wang doing a great job here, man. Just showing his agility on the court.
Abdul, the Hilltoppers hang around for a minute, but now Huntington really starting to separate themselves quite a bit here. Mink trying to drive inside, looked for the turnaround, but he picked up his foot, Abdul. That's a travel.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I love it. I love it a lot. Hilltoppers, they're trying to bring the force. Remember how I said, you got to catch the Foresters off guard in the beginning and then, just cruise it out at the end. They're trying to come back, but, of course, Foresters are just slapping down these points.
Connor Platt going to take a seat as Yoder comes in for him. Down inside. Beautiful passing.
Gotta give it to him.
It's perfect, Abdul.
It's the chemistry, man. It's the chemistry.
Abdul, the Foresters lost 8 guys last year. Nice crossover there by Wang.
Yeah,
Upton, excuse me.
He did what he had to do right there. I'm surprised I saw Wang go the other way.
That charge going to be called on Upton, though, after the beautiful move. We see Adrian Perez wearing the, Judge jersey there. He played baseball for the Foresters, wrapped up his career this past spring. Mopping up the floor for Huntington now, though. Wang to Yoder in the corner. Yoder will bring it back out.
Ooh, Thurman lost a step on that one.
Ballinger's turnaround, no good there.
Upton now bringing the ball down for Hilltoppers.
Under 5 minutes here. Upton with it, trying to put a move on Wingen.
Yeah, he was calling for him there. This is going to be a great battle. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Thurman's had that, drive and really pick up there. He'll give it off, though. That's Pollock with it. Pollock called for the travel. He's trying to say he didn't move his foot, Abdul, but he's not winning that argument.
Listen, when you get caught up into it, I say don't argue. Just accept it and keep stepping.
41-22. Huntington leads this one. Ballinger catches that one in the middle. He'll kick out.
Wang.
Wang, the first three-pointer by him.
Don't let him shoot. Come on, guys.
The first three-pointer of his Huntington career here.
And
Good by Lewis Wang.
Thurman now trying to size up his opponent here. Great pass there.
Odell with the shot. That's up and good.
Beautiful, beautiful ball movement. That's foundations right there. You got to give it to him.
White Hughes, the late switch there. And Abdul, the Hilltoppers playing a 2-3 defense. Huntington looking to crash down low, but it's going to be the skip passes that are key here. The skip passes and putting somebody right around the free throw line. Middlesworth the three. That's in and out.
I mean, hey, man, I don't know what the 2-3 defense is all about. I'd switch it up if I were them,
Middlesworth going to take a seat as well as Wyatt. Connor Platting, Clyde coming back in.
We'll see how it goes.
Abdul, Clyde Keary comes from Gulf Coast. You're not sure where that is. Naples, Florida. Abdul, remember we said it was snowing before the game started. So I'm sure Clyde's not used to this kind of weather.
At all. But
Odell's three-pointer no good there.
he's moving like he has his oil, so, I mean, we can't stop him.
Wang pushes the ball up the far side of the floor.
Ballinger doing a great job. Oh,
Nice
Great tip
pickoff there by Pollock.
great tip there.
And he'll slow it down here.
Smart move, smart move.
Upton, a nice quick move. He's going to draw a foul. Abdul, his first step, Upton, that is so explosive and so quick.
Yeah, I got to get it to him. He's very agile on the court. He knows what he's doing. He's able to move.
That foul on number 33 for Huntington. That's Clyde. And Upton's first free throw up and good. 44-26. The Foresters lead this one. Huntington right now shooting 60%. They're 17 of 28, Abdul. 9 of 17 from deep for 53%.
Wow. Oh,
Wang trying to drive inside. He gets his pocket picked. Mink.
Hilltoppers now trying to see what they can do. Still staying out in the perimeter. Beautiful rebound there by Thurman.
The Hilltoppers now. A couple offensive rebounds. That's how the Foresters stayed in this. Upton trying to make the move. He kicks to Mink in the corner. Three-pointer too short.
Just a tad bit too short. Back to Wang now. Let's see what they can do. Hopefully they slow it down, I suggest.
2:10 on the clock here. Double team coming. Yoder gives it off to Ballinger. Down to Clyde inside. And Abdul, a slow pass, a weak pass, I would say, to Ballinger in the middle from Clyde, and that one just gets tipped out of bounds.
Yeah, I gotta say, lucky it worked in their favor. But next time, that bounce pass has to be precise and determined.
Inbound to Platt. Back to Platt, the ball goes. Wang
Beautiful
gets a
screen.
screen from Yoder, and he gets a bucket as
And
well.
that's how you do it.
2 for 2 from beyond the arc is Lewis Wang right now.
Fundamentals.
Platt still leading this team with 15. Mink the three. That's too strong. Platt the rebound.
Platt now looking for his team, trying to rush down the court, and it's to Yoder, of course. And sadly, that one just didn't fall.
Yoder can't get that one to fall. 1.5 minutes left in this first half here. Abdul, 47-26, Huntington up. And the Foresters having a pretty good showing so far in this first half. Upton three-pointer, no good.
Slowing it down now. I love it, love it. I love to slow it down. The time is your friend right now. There's no need to rush.
Clyde kicks it back out to Wang. Left side to Platt. Lines up the three. That's no good. Thurman the rebound for Huntington. For the Hilltoppers, excuse me.
Hey, it's the HH, I get it.
It's the first men's game of the year, Abdul. I'm
Yeah.
allowed to have a few mess ups, right?
Without a doubt.
Pollock with it in the corner. Platt guarding him. 10 on the clock. He'll go into Platt looking for the spin. Finds Odell. And it's going to be Clyde that fouls him.
Beautiful intake there by Hilltop. I got to give it to him. Now some great passing to get the open man.
Clyden trying to challenge that one going up. He's going to pick up his second foul of the game, though. 36.1 on the clock, and Odell at the line. First one, no good there.
Clyde has to understand he's the biggest guy on the court at the moment, and probably out of the entire teams. He's gonna be called for a lot of these fouls.
Odell's second one up and good there. Makes this a 20-point ball game, Abdul. The tallest man on the court for the Hilltoppers, 6'6". Clyde listed at 6'11". Ballinger, nice look inside. And Abdul, they're going to say the Hilltoppers touch this one.
I don't know about I'm not gonna really
Abdul, from my perspective here, I thought I had a pretty clear look, and it looked like nobody really touched that ball after Ballinger, but I don't think I'm going to disagree too much with it.
I'm not the ref now. I'm behind the desk.
Three-pointer, no good from Platt. Clock ticking down. Shot clock turned off. 5 on it. Mink with the ball. He's got Clyde on him. He's going to drive to the hole. The floater up. Ain't good. And Abdul, that's going to be how this first half ends. 47-29 is the score right now. And Abdul, before we go to halftime here, some quick thoughts about this first half. What was the biggest strength for Huntington you saw?
I got to say it's their passing, being at the right spot at the right time, passing the ball. Like I said, the ball moves faster than these players. If you pass the ball, you stay in the perimeter, you get some open shots. The minute you get an open shot, you bang them down, boom, confidence as well. Determination. The team's doing a great job of everything.
Yeah, I agree with you, Abdul. I really like how this defense come out strong. They kind of asserted themselves early and really proved strong. You see 29 points on the scoreboard. Abdul, that's going to be the first half for us, 47-29. Huntington leads this one going into halftime. We'll be back in just a short amount of time. Don't go anywhere. This is HU Men's Basketball on FDN Sports.
What's the number one goal for many high school athletes? To play a Division I sport. What if I told you someone was living out that dream and then gave it up to follow God? This is Langston Ginder's story.
Growing up, I played at Carroll, which was we were pretty competitive. We had a lot of good people, and then with the help of that, and then alongside of my coaches with the Summit City Sluggers in the summer, we went to different tournaments, and we would play in different cities, and there'd be some cities or like some tournaments would have more scouts per se, and you just go out, play the game, try to win a tournament, obviously.
His Summit City Slugger coaches did a good job of putting him in places where Langston could get recognized. Sophomore year of high school, scouts did just that.
When that would happen, it wouldn't be like next year, but it'd be like, hey, like in 3 years, like would you like be interested in coming here? And you know, as a sophomore, like you don't even know like what's for lunch for the next day, but then they're already like planning your college, like trying to instill that in you. And honestly, it was a really cool process, but it was also super stressful because, you know, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I felt like I was kind of being pressured in some ways to like make a decision.
Ginder's dad was also his high school coach and supported him through the process, but encouraged his son to make his own decisions.
From Langston's standpoint, I didn't have a lot of conversations with coaches about his ability, and maybe that was because I was his dad, but I stayed out of that, and those kind of things were kind of directed through the summer. I always felt he was a kid that played hard, understood the game, and did a lot of the little things that made for a really solid baseball player.
It didn't take long for Huntington University to find out about what kind of a player Langston was.
He was still small at the time, but I remember hearing a lot about him. He plays for a really good high school. His dad runs an extremely well coached team at Carroll High School. So just a lot of connections. He played down here on this field with the Summit City Sluggers, so it seemed like wherever I went, I was running into him.
That ended up not being enough. Langston later committed to play at Ball State University for Coach Rick Maloney.
You know, when it came down to some of his final choices, and I remember him asking us, well, like, where do you think we should go, or what do you think we should, where do you think what I should do? We gave our thoughts on places and said, ultimately it's your decision, and we trusted him with that. And so there was not a place though that I would say, oh, I would rather him go to Ball State than Indiana Wesleyan or another school. As a mom, I was hoping he would choose somewhere closer to home that we could go to a lot of games. That was kind of in our talks and in my heart. But I mean, if he would have chose to go out west or something like that, that would have been fine too.
Going into it, I always dreamed of playing baseball at like the highest level I could. As a kid, it's like waking up and dreaming you're walking out and running on the Yankee Stadium for me. And to get there, I wanted to play at like the highest level, and I had an opportunity to do that. And really enjoyed like what Coach Maloney and them had told me about like wanting to develop a person and then develop a baseball player, and kind of felt like that was a good spot for me to be in, especially for me and my faith. My first start was like against Alabama, and being able to be there in the warm weather and with a crowd, and being able to hear your name called in the starting lineup was something really cool.
But Langston was beginning to learn baseball wasn't the only dream he had for his life. Another dream was surfacing, and this one was bigger than baseball.
We had just lost in the MAC championship to Central Michigan, and the next day we had our exit interviews, and I've been kind of thinking and praying about it, and I didn't say anything to anybody about it, just because I know it weighed on me like to make this decision. It was like another big decision I had to make, and we got down to it, and I was like, hey, like I think it'd be in my best interest not to come to Ball State next year for my degree, not for a baseball reason, but for a schooling reason. And we got down to talking to it, and the coaches were very understanding. They were very helpful, and when I got my name in the transfer portal, they even were like reaching out to other schools for me. So we never left on a bad note or anything.
Even before he started college, ministry was kind of in the back of his mind. He's always kind of thought that possibly, but didn't know for sure what. Maybe working with some special needs kids and stuff like that too. Some of those ideas were, but he just wasn't certain.
I would like love to just be working with people who have been like hurting, abused, or addicted, and being there for them. Me as a person, I just really enjoy helping people, and I kind of noticed that throughout high school. I really enjoyed working with our special needs programs, and I was a small group leader at our church, and then kind of fell in love with just like the idea of serving and helping one another in any aspect, really. And as I got to talking with some people, and I got to do some things as I got older in high school with our church, I was able to like serve and do these groceries for homeless people, and we'd meet and talk with them, and just being able to do something like that just really opened up my eyes to something that I had a passion for.
The Frames didn't just have a connection with Langston, but they had a connection with Dave back in the day when he was in high school.
I've known Coach Frame for years. He actually recruited me back in the day when I was just a kid, back in the glory days. We wanted to find help him find a good fit, a fit financially, a fit academically, just someplace that he could be comfortable and still have an opportunity to play baseball for a few more years, something he's always loved to do and to compete with. And Huntington turned out to be the right place for him.
I know he was getting some other offers from teams in our conference, but deep down inside, I felt like, especially with our connection, I felt like he wasn't going anywhere besides Huntington. It was a perfect fit for him from a baseball standpoint. It was a perfect fit for him from an academic standpoint. But obviously, when you get to know Langston, just the overall feel of HU, everything we stand for here is absolutely perfect for him.
Last year, the Foresters were conference champions with an overall record of 23-24, with a conference record of 16-10. Huntington is looking to improve on this season and to make a run in the NAIA National Tournament, and Langston Ginder just might be the key for that.
He's going to come in right away. We're still looking at where he's going to fit in defensively. We have a good idea where he's going to be, but he's going to be in the lineup somewhere. He's going to be a special player for us, that's for sure.
I hope in some aspect that I'm able to be on the field and playing, doing whatever it needs to be. And if I'm not playing, being like the best teammate you can be and serving others in that way. I know I want to serve. I want to glorify the Lord. I want to spread His news. I want to spread that to other people as well.
A home run for right fielder Adrian Perez.
Perez started playing baseball at a young age, where he fell in love with the sport. Then, when he made it to high school, everything changed.
When I was a junior, this guy saw me in Florida playing, and he asked me if I want to stay in Florida for better education and find like a scholarship or something in the USA.
This was an offer that Perez and his parents didn't see coming, but there was another curveball on its way.
In that year, my mom got cancer. When that happened, she talked to me and said, do you dream? Like, go follow your dream. I'm going to be fine.
So he listened to his mom and started playing for the Iowa Lake Community College Lakers in 2015. That's when he earned the nickname Big Shot. But in the midst of his great success with the Lakers,
I hurt my hamstring in a scout day in Iowa Lakes.
Perez returned to Puerto Rico for therapy in December 2017. After weeks of therapy, he walked his mom through her final days.
My mom passed away after 2 years.
To honor his mother and follow their dreams of going pro, Perez returned back to the U.S.
At that point, I got hurt and all the school again is NAIA, but I don't want to talk to nobody. And that frame, Coach Friendson, he called me over and over and over. But all the school, the NAIA just sent me over. He was the only one he want to talk to me. So I told him, I can't play baseball right now. I'm just trying to rehab and everything. I said, he don't matter. I'm going to give you a good offer so you can come to Huntington University and play here, and we're going to take care about the hamstring and everything. He offered me the offer, and I didn't even call my dad. I said, okay.
So Perez and the Foresters made it official.
I signed, called my dad, tell me I think I made the right decision.
While at HU, Perez remembers that he's almost 9 hours away from his family.
Diversity.
Hello and welcome back here inside Platt Arena. Ryan Lockhart joined by Abdul Kamara. Halftime show here. The Foresters up quite big, Abdul. 47-29 here. Take us through a little bit of our stats here.
Well, looking at it here, we have Connor Platt leading his team here with 15 points, total points, and we have Andrew Yoder right behind him with 11 points. And, of course, we have Lewis Wang with 6 assists and 2 turnovers, however. But those 6 assists are doing a great job for his team. You know, he's able to capitalize on them, and, of course, those points would not be there without those assists. Got to give it to him.
Yeah, Wang's had a really nice three-pointer look tonight, but Abdul, so's the rest of the team. The Foresters tonight, 10 of 21 from deep. They're shooting 47% from beyond the arc, 56% from the field itself. But on the other side of that, Ohio-Chillicothe, they're shooting 42% from the field and only 38% from deep. And I say only in a respective, term because when the Foresters are shooting 47%, around 38, 40, that's usually around kind of your normal for the NAI, and really just college. But when you have a team going off for almost 50%, and you're down around 38%, you can see why Huntington's got that big advantage.
Yeah.
You look at rebounds, Huntington winning that battle as well, 18-12 in that respect. 4 offensive rebounds and 14 defensive. But Abdul, to me, it's kind of been the turnovers that have been the big difference here. 6 of them for Ohio, the Chillicothe, the Hilltoppers, and only 3 for Huntington. But Huntington, off of those turnovers, they've had 11 points to only 1 from Ohio.
Well, like I said, man, it all depends on those passing and the shootings, What are you able to do with those capitalized turnovers? 6 turnovers, yeah, that's something. But, hey, if you're capitalizing and making some shots, they wouldn't really make a difference. They don't matter at the end of the day. But Hilltoppers got to get back on and see what they can do here.
Leading scorer for the Hilltoppers right now is Mink with 12 points. Leading rebounder Thurman with 5, and he's also their leading assister with 1. Now, not too many times I think I'll be able to say this, Abdul, but the leading rebounder for the Foresters at halftime, Connor Platt with 6 rebounds.
Listen, that is surprising. I got to say that is surprising. Connor Platt, last rebound, was able to soar through the sky and grab that one. He wanted it. And with that energy and that determination, you're going to get the stats. You're going to get the highest rebounds, especially if you want it that bad. I can't blame him. He knows what he's doing.
Abdul, you see the highlights here from Platt in the first half. Mentioned he had 15 points from beyond the arc. He is 5 of 9. From the field, he's 5 of 9 as well.
Look what I'm saying here, Ryan. It's all about the passing game. You see the passing. You see the Hilltoppers always realizing that, we have an open man at the perimeter. That's the problem. You have to capitalize. You can't let them be open. If they're open, of course they're going to shoot it. They're shooters. Shooters got to shoot.
Abdul, as good as Platt's looked, the man right there beside him, Andrew Yoder, he's looked just as good. You've had the call of it all night long. See Yoder there, the senior, getting the start tonight. The first, really kind of tip of the game. Then right away just stole the ball away from McKinney.
Come on now. If you can't tell me if that's not determination, I don't know what it is, man.
Yoder was able to get hot from beyond the arc as well. He was 3 of 8. I believe at one point, Abdul, he was 3 of 4 from beyond the arc, but then kind of settled down, 4 of 9 from the field. He's got 3 rebounds to go along with those 11 points and that 1 assist. And Abdul, you saw the highlights from both Platt and Yoder right there. The first half is over. Who is your first half MVP right now? I know I keep asking tough questions. I'm sorry.
Okay. First half MVP, I got to give it to Platt. Not because of the points, but because of the assists. Okay? Because of the assist, he's able to capitalize on the assist, pass the ball, and he's there at the right spot. When they passing the ball, he's the one they're passing it to. Great top off there for Hilltoppers.
Middlesworth able to get that bucket there. On the floor for Huntington, we have Platt, Middlesworth, Wang, Ballinger, and Yoder. On the floor for the Hilltoppers, McKinney, Thurman, Odell, Mink, and Carter. McKinney with the shot here. That's up, no good, high off the iron. But skying up for that one is Yoder. And the quick pass from Yoder. That ball is going to be tipped out of bounds. They're going to say Wang was
really
the last man to touch it.
Here, looking at the feet, saying to touch the feet of the Hilltoppers. But, hey, like I said, I'm not a ref. I respect the call.
Abdul, you see the replay here. Looks like I have to agree with that. The official right there at the bottom of the screen, just out of the screen, I guess I should say. He had great position on that call, and a great call, too.
For sure. Great screening here for the Hilltoppers.
Odell, the deep three-pointer. That's higher off the iron. No good. Wang and Carter collide. Wang comes up with the ball here.
Again, looking at Platt here. Trying to see what he can do. Ooh, beautiful trickery right there. Thought it was going to go to Yoder, but of course it went to Wang.
Abdul, I thought Yoder was going to get it on the cut there as well, but Wang now 3 of 3 from deep.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Thurman with the ball, right side of the floor. One-handed skip pass to Odell.
See the difference here?
The handoff from Carter to Odell, and Odell cashes that one in.
Foresters are keeping the Hilltoppers on the perimeter. Hilltoppers are allowing the Foresters to stay on the perimeter. Foresters could play on the perimeter, not so much the Hilltoppers. Beautiful rebound there, or beautiful tip-off there by Thurman. It's going to be Foresters' ball.
Foul on number 20, I believe they said, Abdul, but I don't think there's a number 20 out there.
I believe it was Thurman, actually, Ryan. He was able to tip it out there. Thurman doing everything he can in his power to keep his team in this game. You know, he's the only junior on the team, so, you know, with his experience and leadership, you would expect him to, you know, be the one fighting the most.
Platt kicks out to Wang. Wang's hot. That one in and out, though.
Great rebound there by Mink.
And Mink will now slow this one down. The Foresters up in this one, 21 points right now.
Wang doing a great job of staying on the ball. Travel there right by McKinney.
They're going to call number 22, Wang, on the foul there. McKinney getting a little push off. That one on the floor. And Abdul, that's number 2 now on Wang.
Yeah.
Ballinger gets a hand on it. He tips it out. This ball's going to be inbounded.
I love Ballinger's look. I got to say, Ron, he looks so mean. It looks aggressive. I love it. You don't want to go up against him if you're on the court, man. If I'll hand him the ball.
Abdul, they have him listed at 6'5". Middlesworth's listed at 6'8". And it doesn't look like there's much a difference between the two. A little bit, but not too much. Mink driving on Middlesworth. Middlesworth not buying for the first pump fake. He'll get the rebound, awarded the rebound.
Great defense there by Middlesworth. Way to stay centered and grounded.
Platt the skip to Middlesworth. Ball finds its way back to Platt. To Middlesworth inside in the paint. And the Foresters get 2 more.
Some sugar. I got to say, that was just a tap in and that was just a dab of cherry. Ooh.
17 minutes remaining here in this ball game. 54-31, Huntington leads this one. Abdul, last year they won the ball game 100-57 on the first integrity night in Huntington history. Middlesworth gets his hands on that one.
Of course, seeing the opportunity, trying to capitalize
2
on it.
on the clock. Carter tries to draw the foul there. And Abdul, he's not going to get it. That's going to be a turnover here.
I got to say, it looked a little bit rushed, a little bit forced, a little bit sloppy. I don't know much, man.
McKinney's going to take a seat as Maynard comes back in. And Abdul, I believe it's a 1-3-1. No, excuse me, it's a 2-3 defense now here from the Hilltoppers. Quick passes and cross-court passes beat this zone defense. And a quick pass to the corner to Middlesworth just got him 3 more.
He baking right now, man. He baking right now.
Woo! Would you say he's baking because he's sizzling hot, Abdul?
I got to, you know.
Middlesworth, our man to watch for this one. He's got 6 points and 2 boards.
And he wasn't doing too much in the first half. You know, I got to say, he wasn't doing too much. But now, of course, when you have a team that you could just players could just turn on and turn off when they want to, that's dangerous, man.
Maynard trying to split the defense there. They're going to call, I believe, Middlesworth for the foul here. And Abdul, unfortunately, that's number 3 on Middlesworth. And that's going to lead us to a media timeout here. So 3 fouls on Middlesworth, 57-31 the score, 15:50 remaining, and we're going to be right back. This is HU Men's Basketball on FDN Sports. Welcome back inside Platt Arena. Ryan Lockhart, joined by Abdul Kamara. We want to thank you for spending your Halloween night with us here.
Trick or treat.
Inside Platt Arena in beautiful Huntington, Indiana. I don't know if it's currently getting snowed on, but when the game started and when I looked at halftime, it was, Abdul.
Yes, it was.
Wang the steal here. He's driving, and he's going to go up. Can't get the layup to fall, but it was Mink on the foul there.
For sure.
That's going to be his first foul of the game.
Great capitalization here. You got to give it to him here, yeah.
Great
Mink
angle there by our cameraman down low.
Shout out to our camera crew. Beautiful, beautiful angles.
Murray Rhodes down there, right in really the heart of that action.
Honestly, able to get the face action. You know, you want the gory look, you know.
First one by Wang up and no good.
Of course, Wang has the Converses on. I got to say, I've never seen a player play with Converse shoes. Bollinger fighting for this ball.
That foul's going to be called on him instead, though.
Hey, man, when you fight, you take the risk.
.15:34 on the clock here.
Mink now looking at Thurman. Thurman trying to see what he can do with the ball here. Oh, Platt.
Thurman, the spin, no good there. Platt the rebound.
Defense there by Platt, staying on him, staying centered. I love it.
Wayne gets around Mink quite easily.
And of
to
course,
Platt to Middlesworth. Woo. Ballinger gets a hand on the rebound, but not enough to corral it.
Unable to secure that one, but hey, love the energy, love this, love the determination.
Abdul, nice showing here from the fans so far. First ball game of the year. You know, Platt Arena not quite packed, I would say, but quite a few fans inside here. Maynard, the three-pointer up and good. He gets that one to fall.
There you go. Maynard doing his thing. Feeling good about that shot. Let's keep it going, guys.
That's 5 for Maynard. 57-34. The Foresters lead the Hilltoppers in this one. Ballinger thought about it. He'll kick it back out to Wang. Wang, a quick first step. Gets around Thurman. Dish inside to Middlesworth, and he converts it.
With the cherry on top, here I come. I'm going to find you and make you sorry. Hey, listen now. Don't mind me, guys. We're just having fun on the mic.
Maynard, the in and out. Had Middlesworth for a second. Carter, the shot up. That's good.
Okay. Got to give it to him there. Great passing, great shot. Beautiful conversion.
That gives Carter 4 on the night. The scoring leader is still Mink with 12. Carter gets his hands on that one. They're going to give him the steal. Odell, the pass up. He tries to throw one off Yoder.
Yeah, but hey.
Yoder dodges that.
Beautiful dodge there. Way to get the whites back on the team, too. Foresters now really focusing on that passing game again.
Platt up top, and they're going to call Wang for the travel. They're going to say he took too many steps. Wang not too happy about it. We're going to see some substitutions here. Excuse me, Abdul. We're going to get a full timeout here. Abdul, we're going to go ahead and take it with them. 13:30 on the clock, 59-37. Your Foresters still lead the Hilltoppers.
Adrian Perez.
Perez started playing baseball at a young age, where he fell in love with the sport. Then,
hello and welcome back inside Platt Arena here once again. The Foresters lead this one 59-37. And Abdul, it was close early, but the Forcers really started to pull away with the game.
Yes, they did. I mean, they fought a really good battle there, but Hilltoppers just unable to really capitalize on their opportunities here. But Forrester's doing a great job.
Maynard, the step back there. Fetters, the sub that checked in. Odell, the three-pointer, no good. And Platt gets the board there.
Beautiful, beautiful. Again, Forrester's still trying to slow it down, looking for the passing game here. Starting out the outside and, of course, going in the inside. And, of course, we got Clyde. Woo! There it is, baby.
All 6'11" at Clyde. Sky's up for that. You know we got to take a replay of it.
Look at this, right inside and up top, and nobody's touching me.
The nice feed from Fetters. You see him excited right there. Abdul, you know, why wouldn't you be? 2 dunks in one night?
Got to be.
The big 6'11".
Got to be.
You know, we don't see too many dunks here inside Platt Arena, but now, you know, with some height, we might see some more of that.
Like I said, our roster's a lot different this year. Ryan, we're looking at a different team.
Platt, the three-pointer, that's up and good. He's staying hot here. That's 18 for him right now, 64-37. The Forcers really starting to pull away now.
Come on now, come on now. Mink now with the ball. Pass to Odell. Oh. Pass to Maynard.
Maynard trying to drive around. Wang finally gets his hands on it, and he's got the breakaway. But Maynard grabbed a hold of him there. Abdul, probably a smart foul by Maynard.
I got to give it to him. I can't blame him.
Do you think we may have seen Wang go up for a dunk? He had the clear lane. Nobody was around him. Abdul, I honestly do not know if Wang can dunk.
I don't know either. I don't know.
But do you think he would have attempted it?
I think he would have, because he would have went for the layup, okay? I think he would have. But if he got up there, I would have applauded. I would have been on my seat. I'm on the edge of my seat now, man. I don't know. I got goosebumps.
64-37, the ball game here. The Forcers really dominating the Hilltoppers. Under 12 minutes now here in this ball game.
And see, Ryan, how they keep the passing out in the perimeter. They don't post inside. They don't go inside unless they have to.
Wang, the three-pointer. Abdul, every time a Forster hits a three-pointer, the cheerleaders throw either a T-shirt or a little Huntington basketball out. Abdul, I've seen quite a few of those go out tonight.
Yeah,
Carter going up, and what a block by Clyde there.
There by Clyde, and a big man able to just, you know, keep his body off of him. Whoa.
Now Mink trying to go in. Mink drawing a foul there. Both Clyde and Wang right there. Clyde's going to pick up number 3.
And we see the replay here. Again, what a beautiful block there by Clyde.
Wow.
You know, big man against big man. Unfortunately, he was unable to get the rebound, but beautiful block there.
6'6" going up against 6'11".
I would say Clyde has to be careful now. He has, what, 4 fouls in the game?
3 fouls.
3 fouls, okay.
Thurman, three-pointer, no good. Connor Platt, the rebound.
Wang looking for his teammates. Again, Forrester's playing smart basketball, taking smart shots, and obviously right there, all in the passing game.
Connor Platt, another three-pointer up and good. Abdul, it might be snowing outside, but it's raining inside Platt Arena.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. They are drenched in the Forrester bench.
70-37. Huntington really starting to take it to the Hilltoppers now. And it's been the good offensive possessions that's really set them apart. But Abdul, I think it's been the tough, the strong defense that's really been right there. And they're going to get Clyde for a hand check foul. That's number 4.
Oh, man. All right. Like Coach Platt here telling him to back up and give the players some room. You know, Clyde is the biggest man out there. We've said before. He has to be careful. He has to relax. He can't throw his body around. He has to be really smart about how he plays.
Middlesworth and Clyde take a seat. White, Hughes, and Ballinger both check into the ball game. Carter, the quick three-pointer, no good. Platt, the rebound once again.
Again, Platt hungry for these rebounds.
Abdul, that last rebound gives Connor Platt a double-double on the ball game. 21 and 10. Big country from the corner. He cashes it in. They're all going in tonight, Abdul.
Woo! Tell me about it.
73-37 now. Mink driving inside. Wayne gonna get called for the foul.
I say that was a good driving game there by Mink, you know.
Mink trying to turn the corner there, but I really like how Wang just didn't allow him. He kept cutting him off and really made him drive kind of right down the paint, the line that separates the paint and the hardwood.
Wang doing a great job staying on his defenders.
Mink's first one up and no good. Upton and Pollock are going to come in. Thurman, number 25, Carter both take a seat. Connor Platt's going to take a seat as well as Yoder checks in. Wang sits down as number 35, sophomore.
Like
6'7", David Aarons from Oak Hill High School gets his first minutes of his collegiate career right here.
Ryan, when you have players that can just come off on and off the bench, it is a dangerous atmosphere.
Abdul, if that Aaron's name kind of sounds familiar, it probably should, you know. Aaron's little brother of Tyler, three-pointer up and good.
Come on now. Come on now.
David Aarons checks into the ball game right away, cashes it in.
Shooters gotta shoot.
Abdul, I don't think you can leave anyone on this team open right now.
Listen, Foresters play on the outside because they want to, not because they're allowing them.
Upton's three-pointer up and good there.
Upton doing a great job carrying his team with the shots.
(76 to 49-14 in this one. Yoder with it. He goes right up against Upton. No foul called. Quite physical there. Fetters the three-pointer, and he cashes in two. It's raining three-pointers inside. I see three-point goggles in the crowd out here, Abdul.
Ready or not. I'm telling you, Ryan, this is a different roster this year. The Foresters, man, they call us Mean Green.
Foul called here. It's going to be down low. It's going to be on number 20, White Hughes. That's going to be number 2 on him. And Abdul, the Foresters have taken 32 three-pointers tonight, cashed in on 18 of them for a 56% mark. Now, Abdul, just to put that into a little bit of perspective here.
Talk to me.
The 32 three-pointers compared to 40 overall shots from the field by Ohio-Chillicothe.
Oh, wow.
That's just outstanding right there. The Foresters have made more three-pointers than the Hilltoppers have made shots. 18 made three-pointers to 15 made shots from the Hilltoppers.
Now that is mean.
Stat of the day right there, Abdul. Yoder going up. He's going to get fouled.
Great way to take that one. I'm glad he came down safely, but you know.
Looked like it could have been a hard fall there. Get a replay of this one. Yoder could have had the three-pointer. You see Connor Platt behind him. The three-hand up. Yoder a tough tumble down, but nice to see he got up all right.
Yeah. Nice to see that his shots are falling.
Yoder last year was a 67% free throw shooter. Was 8 of 12 all season. But right now he's 100%, 2 of 2. With 8:25, Huntington up 81 to 40.
Now that's woo. Whoa.
Maynard the three. Excuse me, that's Spencer the three. Sean Spencer, number 10. He gets that one to fall. Spencer the sophomore from Ritchie County. Hughes can't get the turnaround to fall. Abdul last year mentioned these two teams played each other in the first ever matchup. Keegan got the steal there. He's driving in. Pollock's trying to get at him. And one. Keegan's going to go to the line.
Come on now.
Abdul, he come up hopping right away.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
He looks to be all right, but what a steal here. What a beautiful camera angle right here, Abdul.
Look at this beautiful layup. Great. He knew what he was going for. Great aim, great determination. You can't stop him. They call him Fetters because he moved like a feather.
You see Fetters at the end of that really limping kind of hard. Free throw up, no good there. Upton the rebound. Fetters, a sophomore from Lakewood Park Christian.
Foul is going to be on
That's going to be on David Aarons Abdul, and with 7 fouls for Huntington, that's going to put the Hilltoppers in the 1-1, down 40 points.
Yes, sir. I got to say, and I hope Huntington works on their foul game throughout the season.
First one, no good. Upton got a hand on it, but Keegan was the man that was able to really corral it. Fetters to Aarons on the right side. Swung to Yoder. Now to Hughes. Inside to Ballinger. Ballinger goes to turn around. And they're going to call a block on Pollock.
I agree with the call.
5 fouls for the Hilltoppers. 7:26 remaining. Yoder the inbounder here. Ballinger gets the ball. What a handoff!
Oh, they not ready for it. Oh, I need to relax. Hold on now. I have a time.
Wow.
All right, hold on.
Ballinger faked the handoff. Abdul, the replay
and look at
here.
This right here. That's it right there. Look, that's it right there. Went up with it, and he wanted it. Most improved, yes, sir.
The second dunk of the ball game by Ballinger. And Fetters another steal here.
Come on,
Is he going to go up for 3? No, he'll go up for the layup instead.
Hey,
he'll get 2 more.
Hey, take it how you can get it, you mean? And, of course, Forsters, again, on another outbreak here.
A block there by Fetters. Abdul, I believe they're going to say the ball never officially left Upton's hand, so that's going to be a travel, not a block. I believe is how it scored.
I agree with you there.
Thurman back into the game. .6:35 remaining here. David Aarons the ball. He drives to the middle, kicks it out to Wang. Now to Platt, back to Wang. Inside, Aarons the turnaround. Wow. Brother like brother. David looking just like what we've seen from Tyler in the past. Can you tell those two are related, Abdul?
Yes, sir. I mean, listen, their same play is really aggressive. It's really fierce and it's determined. Of course you can tell they're brothers, man. Woo!
Odell's three-pointer no good. Wang with the board. 89-43, under 6 minutes here. Huntington leads this one. Wyatt the three-pointer. That's no good.
Aaron's
Rebound
there,
in and out of Aaron's hand.
Ooh.
A nice pullback there from Upton, but he can't get that one to fall, and Wang's going to slow this one down now.
There we go. And here you see leadership. You see leadership here by the teammates trying to slow the ball down. Communication, all necessary. Oh, wow. Yikes. Bad possession there for Foresters, unfortunately.
That ball off Platt's leg, that's going to be a turnover. Pollock, the three-pointer, banking it in there. Abdul, head coach of the Hilltoppers, A.J. McCray, kind of looked like he was in a little bit of amazement after that bank shot there. Now Wyatt inside, he turns to his right, and he gets that little hook shot to fall. Abdul, the Forsters won last year 100-57. They're currently up 91-46 in this one. Pollock another 3. That's no good. Fetters the rebound. Abdul, in the first half of last year's game, the Forsters scored 57 points to 24 from the Hilltoppers. We're going to have a little discussion here from the officials. We see a replay of this. Abdul, take us through it.
And, of course, beautiful drive in here by Wang. Up for the ball, but, hey, doesn't really make that one. However, they're able to get the foul in that possession. So, yeah, 35. Of course, yeah. So, Forster's doing a great job here, Ryan. I got to say, you know, they're able to keep the ball moving. They're able to keep the ball going. They're attacking here on the field, on the court. Without a doubt. I think they're passing. Wang, Platt, Aarons, the whole entire team, Fetters, communication, chemistry, it's all working for him. It's all working for him. Honestly, the only thing I'd say they had to work on a little bit might be their foul trouble. But other than that, hey, you know, you can't complain when you're winning.
Abdul back to basketball here after a little discussion here from the refs coming over to our monitor. You know, we're getting our little 15 minutes of fame here.
Yeah, you know.
Abdul, it's so key and so pivotal for us to have this replay system that it allows the officials, you know, another eye so they can get some things right.
And of course.
I want to give a big shout out to our man in the back, Noah Tobias, running replay and helping out the officials. Abdul, there's quite a few people we got to give shout out to. You know, up on camera, we have Carson Watkins, Murray Rhodes down low on camera. Carter's three, no good. In the back, we got Kobe Solms, Dylan Herring, Miranda Gus back there. Aaron's a three-pointer. That's no good there.
And, of course, yeah, the camera crew doing a great job here, just, you know, catching the shots. Like I said, you want to get those facials.
Abdul, a total team effort here from all of us here at FDN Sports. Clyde gets the steal here. He gives it off to Aarons. Aarons thought about going up with it. Miscommunication from both guys. Now Aaron's going to go up with it.
And, of course, Mink kind of feeling that one there. Lost opportunity, almost had it, but hey.
And Abdul, it looked like they were playing hot potato out there. You know, you get the ball. No, I don't want it. You score the basket. No, you score the basket.
Hey, listen, that's not bad, but somebody got to make the basket.
Wow, Keegan Fetters, the block there, the swat. Not the block, the swat.
He moves like a feather, and he flies like a feather. Come on.
Abdul listed at 6'4". He skies for it. He wanted to dunk. I think he might have got fingertips on it. I'm going to give it to him. I don't know if stats beside us will, but I'll give it to him, Abdul.
Come on now. Fetters smiling, giving us a little cheesy cheese. Can't blame him here. Happy man, happy man.
97-46 with just over 3 minutes remaining here. Thurman driving on Fetters. That's dangerous. Fetters gets another one. Bindle, he goes down now. Him and Thurman. Looked like some extra activity there from Thurman. Abdul Bindle checking in right away. And Bindle not happy with that. Abdul, I'm in his court totally there.
Yeah, ref had to make a tough decision on that one, you know. But hey, like I said, Thurman, I understand his frustration. He's the only senior, or not senior, but upperclassman on his team. He's out here trying to fight for the team. He knows he wants this game. He's trying, he's pushing, but it's just not going his way.
Bindle's gonna get a technical foul here. I believe just, you know, the access there, you know, kind of retaliating back to what happened between him and Thurman. Abdul, that's going to put Thurman on the line shooting these technical free throws here.
Well, let's see it, you know. I mean, hey, listen, the score is 97-46. You tell me the story.
First one, no good there. And Abdul, where I come from, we use the catchphrase, ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie.
Now, I know there was a little extra between Bindle and Thurman there.
For sure.
But at the end of the day,
ball don't lie.
If both of them don't go in, that's just how I was raised.
Listen,
and we're going to leave it at that, Abdul.
For sure.
Because we're back to basketball as Big Country checks in here from Middlesworth.
Beautiful.
3 minutes left here. 97-46. The Forsters up in this one. And Abdul, ironically, these two still going to guard each other. We'll have to keep an eye on it and see if there's any extra between them. Odell with it now. He's outside. He's been a threat from deep. Clyde sticks his big Paul up there. He gives it off to Mink. Keegan goes down. Carter can't get the three. Aaron's the rebound. Mink trailing behind Keegan. Wyatt thought about the three. And they're going to call him for a travel instead, taking that extra step.
Hey, I'm not a ref. Is this what I'm seeing here? Ooh.
Folks, make sure you stick around for a post-game show. We're going to have an interview from head coach Ty Platt, possibly even one of our players of the game. We'll have to see, but definitely we'll have Coach Platt for sure. Wyatt Hughes staying strong on defense here. Hand in the face. Great job by Hughes there. And now the Hilltoppers take this ball back out. Mink with it. Carter thought about it. He'll kick out now. Thurman with it, far side. His shot's up. That's good.
Great shot there by Thurman. Got to give it to him.
Abdul, before this ball game gets too close to the end, we got to give a huge congratulations to our women's basketball team as they beat Indiana Tech Tuesday night 79-77 in overtime. Sarah Fryman leading all scorers with 24 points in that one. Sam Hamill with a double-double, 12 points and 12 rebounds. Aaron Moore also adding in 10. Sarah Doy dropping in 10 as well. But Abdul, the women upsetting number 4 Indiana Tech. They're receiving votes right now, so you would almost think that's got to push them up to, maybe a higher, the 20 to 25 ranking, but they got to be ranked, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, they have to, You got to be able to move on something.
Bendel the kick over. Aaron's in the corner for 3. That's good! The Foresters hit the century mark here tonight, 100-49.
Dang. Come on now. Come on now.
Aarons goes into double figures with that one now. He's got 12 points on the night. Mink trying to drive on Fetters. That's been dangerous. Fetters all over him. Kicks back out to the elbow to Carter. That's too short. Clyde the rebound. And Abdul, the shot clock's going to be turned off. 11:10 on the clock. It's going to tick down. Forster Nation standing up. The Forsters victorious in game number 1 of the season. 100-49. They're going to win this. Keegan Fetters dribbles it out, and that's how game number 1 ends.
That's a beautiful game there for Foresters. Played a great game. They had great passing. They had great foundation, great determination. Yeah, they got a little heated at the end there, but they were able to keep the ball going and keep the ball flowing. I love the sportsmanship from both teams. Great game tonight, boys.
Abdul, the Foresters at halftime, it was 47-29 and complete control of the game. Didn't let up in that second half. Stayed strong there. Stayed strong, in the half. And Abdul, before we get to our interview, we're going to go over, some post-game stats here. First, for the visiting Ohio-Chillicothe Hilltoppers, tonight they shot 32% from the field. And Abdul, I think really it was the shooting that was the big difference for both of these teams tonight. Ohio from the floor shot 32% from the field, 62% from HU. Woo! 54% from beyond the arc, and 34% from beyond the arc for Ohio. Now, we mentioned, that 3-point to field goal ratio for Huntington and the Hilltoppers. Huntington made 19 3-pointers. Ohio-Chillicothe made 18 shots from the field, Abdul. The Foresters scored more 3-pointers than Ohio scored from the field.
Wow, now that says something. Again, it goes back to the passing, to the fundamentals, to this, you having the open shots and you finding the open man. Foresters, they can play on the perimeter. Ohio, I'm not sure. They didn't want to be on the perimeter. They're looking for the inside shot a lot. And, of course, the Foresters did a great job of keeping them on the perimeter. Hilltoppers, yeah, they kept the Foresters on the perimeter, but like I said, the Foresters can play on the perimeter. That's their home. Shooters got to shoot. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Come on now.
Leading scorer for Huntington tonight, Connor Platt, 21 points. Leading rebounder, Connor Platt, 11. Fetters had 9 assists tonight. Abdul, we're going to give you some more stats after we come back from commercial, but the interview right around the corner. Don't go anywhere. Huntington fans, this is HU Men's Basketball on FDN Sports.
biggest thing that has shocked me about the program is the appeal the program has across the country. We recruit kids and get kids from all over. We've had kids from Florida, Maryland, Hawaii, California, Washington. We've got several recruits coming up from Texas and Louisiana. Men's team, women's team, it doesn't matter. Everybody is really a close-knit type group. If they do fall behind in classes, they absolutely have to come to us, find them tutors. We'll find somebody on the team that can help them with classes, and we will make any and all necessary things and adjustments for them to catch up on their studies. Any player that's gone through this program in the past is just as much part of our family group now as they were when they bowled. And that is something that's really special and different about our program from a lot of other programs. The biggest thing that has shocked me about the program The biggest thing that has shocked me about the program is the appeal the program has across the country. We recruit kids and get kids from all over. We've had kids from Florida, Maryland, Hawaii, California, Washington. We've got several recruits coming up from Texas and Louisiana. Men's team, women's team, it doesn't matter. Everybody is really a close-knit type group. If they do fall behind in classes, they absolutely have to come to us, find them tutors. We'll find somebody on the team that can help them with classes, and we will make any and all necessary things and adjustments for them to catch up on their studies. Any player that's gone through this program in the past is just as much part of our family group now as they were when they bowled. And that's something that's really special and different about our program from a lot of other programs. The biggest thing that has shocked me about the program is the appeal the program has across the country. We recruit kids and get kids from all over. We've had kids from Florida, Maryland, Hawaii, California, Washington. We've got several recruits coming up from Texas and Louisiana. Men's team, women's team, it doesn't matter. Everybody is really a close-knit type group. If they do fall behind in classes, they absolutely have to come to us, find them tutors. We'll find somebody on the team that can help them with classes, and we will make any and all necessary things and adjustments for them to catch up on their studies. Any player that's gone through this program in the past is just as much part of our family group now as they were when they bowled. And that's something that's really special and different about our program from a lot of other programs.
Platte Arena. Ryan Lockhart joined by head coach Ty Platte. Coach, first of all, congrats on the win.
There's no audio. You plugged in?
He's plugged.
He says he's plugged in.
Can you hear me through the headset when I talk?
Yeah. Keep talking.
Ryan Lockhart joined here with Ty Platte, head coach, winning head coach here for the Forsters tonight. Coach, how big is it to get the opening night win here to an early season?
Well, I think it's always good to start with a win. I mean, everybody wants to do that, but we also know that Ohio-Chillicothe there is not the same type of team that we're going to see from here on out. We can sugarcoat it or we can say a lot of things, but we also know that's the truth. But I think it's a kind of a good way to start when you've got a really young team and some a lot of new guys and that kind of thing. So that's kind of why we did the schedule the way we did. But I thought our guys really played well defensively, and especially in the second half, and moved the ball well. I'm really proud of the 29 assists that we got as a team, because I know we were sharing the ball, of course, against the zone. Going to be a little more athletic teams, those bigger size teams, those kinds of things that are going to come in our way. So we still got to keep ramping it up because we're nowhere near the defensive team that we still need to be.
Now, Coach, it was a long off season for you, for really any team, but you guys were able to do some good things. What did you guys really build on, and what's one of your strengths you think coming out of the off season into the season?
It's we've got some guys out right now, and so they're going to be a part of this whole thing too. So it's a little bit of an unknown, but we feel like our culture of our team and our program is really strong. We like the guys in our locker room. They like each other, and we don't always necessarily see eye to eye as player to player or coach to player, but so far they have bought into the idea that it's really got to be about us. We don't need anybody. We don't need Connor or Caleb to come out there and try to get 40. But we also know that we need every single guy on the team, whether those two guys score at all. It's just about whether we win. And that's got to be the mentality that we got to continue to try to develop and try to grow with. I mean, that's a locker room full of, 10 or 11 sophomores and freshmen. So we're still very, very young and trying to develop. And we know that the Crossroads League is an absolute meat grinder. So you got to use every day as a chance to get better. And I think our guys are doing that.
Now, Coach, you mentioned it. IU East up next. What's the game plan kind of look like for them, and how does it change from this matchup?
Well, they're a very talented team. They're highly ranked. They're picked to win the River States Conference again, or right there, their side of it. And Coach Hester does a great job. They really stack up their non-conference schedule because their conference is somewhat not as strong as maybe even their non-conference. It's a little different than us because once we get to the Crossroads League, but They are a very athletic team, play with a lot of confidence. I've not played them down there in their gym, so I know that from watching their game films and so forth, though, they enjoy playing there. That's their home deal, you know, all those things. So it's going to be a good test for us to take that long road trip and to play a quality opponent that's nationally ranked. We played them really well here last year, beat them here, but you know, we'll see what that brings Tuesday.
Coach, as always, it's our honor here at FDN Sports. Congrats on the win tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Coach. We're going to send it back to Abdul Kamar at the desk here for some more post-game stats and the wrap-up of the game.
Thank you, Ryan. And, of course, we see here the field goal percentage for Huntington was 63%. As for Ohio, it was 33%. Unfortunately, 54% for percentage for the 3 points there. And for Ohio, it was 34%. Obviously, Forrester's making a great deal of just opportunities on the line and just being able to take the shots, man. You can't even blame him. Of course, the rebounds, 41 rebounds for Forrester's and 24 rebounds for the Hilltoppers here. Ryan, take it away with that one.
Abdul, I think that's a big stat right there. You know, getting all those boards for Huntington, that kind of really showed, you know, they're not shying away from anything. They stayed strong all night. Coach talked about it. He really liked the assist. I'm more of a rebounds guy. You know, being a big myself, Abdul, I love seeing the Forcers crash the boards.
Yes, sir.
Not, you know, go in with any hesitation. They stayed strong all night there.
I agree with you. But on my end, I got to say I'm more of a rebound guy, assist guy, excuse me. And, of course, we're looking here. Huntington got 29 assists, as only Ohio only got 5, unfortunately.
Abdul, the Forster shot 54% from deep on this ball game, 62% from the field, compared to 32% from the field from the Hilltoppers and 34% from beyond the arc. Forster's, it was a close one early on, but Huntington really ran away with it between Yoder and Connor Platt. Both of those guys spectacular. My man of the ball game, I'm going to have to go with Connor Platt. Double-double, first game of his senior year with 21 points, 11 boards, 7 of 12 from deep.
If you're not a senior, you're a leader. And most of the time, you're both. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Foresters did a great game tonight. Shout out to the boys.
For all of us here at FDN Sports, Carson Watkins up on camera, Murray Rhodes on camera. Back in back, we had Noah Tobias, along with Miranda Gus, Dylan Herring, and our FDN Sports Director, Kobe Solms. Abdul Kamar, I'm Ryan Lockhart. The Foresters are victorious tonight, 100-49. As always, go